If you have ever felt like you should have more energy, be more productive, or just even happier with the things that you have achieved, know that you're not alone. The truth is, you are not broken. You're not missing something, some secret gene. You're just being drained. And there's a reason for it. And the best part, the most beautiful part is, it doesn't have to drain you any longer. You can stand tall and shine your incredible light with the world. I know for me, I remember back to when I was teaching middle school and high school choir, and I was just going through the motions on autopilot, going through the day. And inside, I felt empty. I didn't know it at the time. I couldn't put the words into it, but I just felt like nothing would satiate, nothing would fulfill me no matter what I did. So I kept working harder, doing more, trying to attain these different things that would make me feel successful, but yet I felt empty inside. And so, all right, maybe let me go after my health, right? I didn't like the way I looked, so I started working out harder and doing these races. And while that was nice, I didn't feel fulfilled inside. With teaching and the businesses I had on the side, well, let's build this out and grow it. But they never took traction, or it wasn't fulfilling the little traction I had because, well, it wouldn't satiate that feeling inside. Heck, relationship with my wife, Katie, that wasn't as fulfilling as it could have been because I wasn't taking care of me. I remember, and I was doing personal growth at the time. That's a crazy thing. I was taking care of me. I was doing all the self-care things. I'm meditating. I'm doing breath work. I'm doing all these different things. And it's just like a moment of, and then drained instantly. It's like I was pouring all this water into a pail or a cup full of holes, and it was drained. For a moment, it felt great. It was refreshing. But then later, it wasn't. Like, I remember this one day, I was having a bad day. I was really frustrated, irritated. So I'm like, wait, hold on. I recognize this now. Let me do the things I know, right? So I meditated. I did some breath work, and it was better, but wasn't great. And then the next day, right down into the crapper again. It was this roller coaster of emotions, and it was exhausting. And so you might be doing everything right on paper, what you've been told and what you've been taught. But if you still feel off, no, again, you're not alone. That's how I felt. And I wonder what's wrong with me. Maybe this is just how life is. And I'll be honest, that's a crappy feeling. It feels like you're just struggling through life, that you're just going through this nightmare, just trying to get to the end and hopefully have some glimmers of hope and joy. At least that's what I experience a lot of times. Now, don't get me wrong, there were some beautiful moments in there. And maybe for you, you've had some incredible moments and your energy feels good, but I'm guessing you're still being drained because we all have these drains. And we're taught to push harder, right? To power through these things, just do more, hustle and grind away until we have nothing left. And what does that cause? Well, it causes you to burn out, to get sick, to disconnect from yourself, from your family, from the connections, relationships, burn the businesses down, or at least let them crumble because you aren't healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the ways. We got to make sure you take care of yourself, but it doesn't have to be that crazy. I was reading this book years ago, back when I was still this ego man of trying to prove myself to the world, fill that void inside. I was reading this book called The Energy Bus by John Gordon. Awesome book, highly recommend it. The Energy Bus. And as I was reading, this thought struck me like a lightning bolt. And that thought is the thought that leads us to this video. I'm not tired, I'm being drained. And when I thought of that, when that thought struck me, it made me realize, oh, I'm not broken, I'm not damaged, I'm not missing something, I'm being drained. So let's look and find those things that are draining me. And so I started this hunt and then built this whole pathway to help me get out of there. So now I feel fulfilled. I don't feel empty inside. That life truly is fulfilling. I'm able to savor life more, enjoy it more. You know what, let's get rid of the more language. I'm able to love life at a whole new level that I was never able to experience before, all because I started to recognize these things that are draining me. I like calling them energy vampires, but these energy drains, energy leaks, energy vampires, I started recognizing them and vanquishing them. And so I realized that they kind of show up in these different categories, kind of like the categories I mentioned earlier: my health, mental, emotional, physical health, right? In my wealth, in the businesses, and in my relationships. There's these different categories where we have these energy leaks sucking us dry. And sometimes we can feel like we're on top of the world, and yet they're still draining us. What would it look like to see them and get rid of them so you can be truly whole and fulfilled? For me, that's been life-changing. My relationship with Katie and my friends have gotten stronger and deeper. Businesses and wealth taking off and helping more and more people, having that incredible impact. My health, better than it's ever been, because I am totally aligned with who I am. I recognize these energy vampires, and I can vanquish them and follow the 4 levels of this energy sovereignty mastery. But first, we got to recognize them. So if you're watching this, I invite you just to take a moment and think, where do you feel most drained right now? No judgment, just awareness. Where do you feel most drained right here and now? Okay. What's one area you wish could feel lighter, more energized? Perfect. Well, you could ask yourself these questions, which is great, and that's helpful, and hopefully you keep doing these. But no, you don't have to do it alone. I made a short quiz that helps you spot those hidden energy drains, those energy leaks, and map that first step to help you vanquish them, to get rid of them. It's 6 questions. If you're interested in taking that quiz, click the link below. It's in the description. Check it out, take the quiz. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So share your thoughts, your answers below if you're a gamer. You want to share your story, right? I love to read it, and that gets to help inspire even more people. So drop that in the comments below. You don't have to do this alone. And if you want to talk through your answers, book a call with me. That link is also below. Let's have a conversation. Let's get clarity of, oh, these are the things draining you. Oh, let's paint a really clear picture of where you want to go so you have a clear destination, and then we can figure out the pathway to go there together. Because I had to figure this out on my own, and while I had people and places, I spent hours and thousands of dollars to figure this out and piece this together into this beautiful system that has worked for me and so many others. And it all started by gaining awareness. So I invite you to take that free quiz, 6 questions. It takes under 2 minutes. If you really think about the questions, this will be under 2 minutes to answer that quiz and get some answers right away. We've had some people share them, and it was eerily accurate. And also, like, it was on the money. But anyway, you check it out and see how it resonates for you. Let me know your thoughts below. All right? Know that you don't have to do this alone. Know that you are amazing, you are worthy, you are enough just the way you are. Let's recognize these energy drains, these energy leaks, so that we can vanquish them and shine our true, beautiful lights with the rest of the world. All right, thank you so much, and I hope you'll take the quiz, and I can't wait to hear your answers. All right, bye.